Hey, Mr. Random Pop Culture News Freak here, aka Mr. MannyTendoWolverine. You guys are interested in Shorts channel. You follow me on my social media such as Twitter, aka X, or BShoot, Brady on Odyssey, Instagram, all the other social media platforms that are out there. Did my old school intro there. Follow me on my AOL symbols and hashtags down below, all that good stuff. Anyhow, I know this is like a week old, 7 days old exact. It was on April 26th or 27th. Let's just jump into the video. It's less than a minute long. Virtual VTuber, not virtual VTuber drama news or anyone towards anything. It's something about Hololive Japan or Hololive English. It's the only thing I know, but title says it all here. I'm gonna read it after I'm done reacting to this thing. And I got Digital Circus. By the time you guys seen this, either a Friday night or Saturday night, depends. More than likely, it's gonna be a Saturday night. So without further ado, VTuber bars are open in Japan. I know I said I wasn't gonna read for Niche Gamer anymore, but this one caught me hook, line, and sinker. So I was hooked. Let's go below, link to the duration where I finish this reaction. Let's just jump into it, because I might have to watch this on Twitter X instead, who knows. Okay, I swear it was 53 minutes on the other one. I don't know if they edited it down, but it's 23 seconds, but this is some big climactic, gigantic ass news. I know it's nothing new about technology when it comes to Japan and China and all the other Asian countries, and probably Australia's kind of like that too, when it comes to futurism technology, but in my personal opinion, I got a shit ton of negative stuff to say about it. Thoughts, views, opinions, speculations at the end. But check this shit out, though, man. Hopefully I don't get a copyright claim either. I might. Credit is due. Here it is.
こんにちは。
Bro,
ここはどういうお店なんですか？
What in absolute God's name is that?
VTuber と一緒にお酒が飲めるお店です。
じゃあ一緒に飲みましょ
う。They're out there in the wild now, in the physical world. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, bro. Not only is Japan society failing, a lot of the stuff in the West, aka the typical white American areas, and sometimes blacks too, and sometimes us, and all the other melting pot places like typical North America, aka United States here, or Canada. The ones I always say, UK, Australia, and the rest of Europe and all that. Even though, from what I heard, there actually are some black people. And just last year, maybe about a year or two ago, maybe because it's me being ignorant, I swear I'm not being a bigot or R-word person. But, racist, I'm not being that. But I heard there are actually some black and Asian people that live in Germany, which I always thought there were mainly white people that lived over there, honestly. I'm really shocked on that. I actually heard there's a lot of people, especially ones that are mixed, like a lot of biracial ones that live over there in some of the Netherlands and European countries. Some of them are mixed with black and white, like out here in America. So I was mind blown by that 2.5 years ago when I heard about that. I don't know if that's from a stream I heard from either from France, because I heard France, there's actually a lot of African American, but just black people that live over there in general. Which it makes sense for the UK and France to have that many African Americans. Literally, Africa's not that far of a continent. When you look at it on the map, it's not that far away from where Africa's at. So that one, I could kind of see why there's a lot more black people living over there in the UK and a little bit of parts here and there of France too. Because they're not that far away from each other, I guess. I'm not a geologist. I know anything about my history. But here in the United States, of course, it's crazy shit too. I'm not surprised. Somebody like ethnicity-wise, I'm not, because if you've been on my channel for many, many years, you know, I'm Mexican, Puerto Rican. You know, at the end of the day, I'm still American regardless. I know I have a little bit of Spaniard and like 6, maybe 7% black in me too, because I know my grandma's side, I think she was half Dominican, half Puerto Rican. A lot of Dominicans are mainly like Afro-Latinos. So I know this is why one day, at least when I hit my 40s, I want to try to take a 23andMe test, because I've always wondered what else, other type of DNA blood I have besides typical Mexican and Puerto Rican. I know I gotta have way more shit in me than that. But I don't know if those things are real or fake, so let's just jump into the news article. Nice, sweet, fresh, and to the point. I only got one thing to talk about. It has something to do with Disney. That's it. VTuber bars are open in Japan. Like I said earlier, this comes from Brandon Little. Sorry, I'm bumming out big time with this, but yeah, if you split with me to almost the end of the reaction, thank you very much. So there it is. And it's funny because the dude, if I were maybe have like some distant Filipino, Japanese, Asian, Taiwanese, Singaporean thing, sort of like distant cousin or third cousin, this would literally be No offense, I swear to God, not make fun of Asian people, but there's a lot of Samoan Filipinos out there. If I took my glasses off, I'd probably look like him exact, almost, except my eyes are a little bit not as small. That literally looks like a long distance cousin from me. I never knew. Who knows? It's like the Asian version of myself. That's crazy. Anyways, so yeah, without further ado, let's just jump into it. I'll read to you guys in a second. Okay, so it started getting pitch black a little bit, so I had to turn the light on the background that you see there. And it's probably the 6th or 7th time you see the shirt. I swear I'm not bumming around the house. I've been extremely lazy on laundry lately. I haven't done it in 3 fucking months. I know, TMI, but whatever. Anyways, let's jump into the article. New story for real. It says, new type of bar, and I got thoughts using many speculation. You can skip to the duration point at the end of the video if you want to hear me. Just say that right away instead. New type of bar is open in Japan, which patrons or patrons, I don't know. It looks like in Spanish it's patron instead of patrons, I don't know. And buy a drink and a chit-chat with the VTubers thanks to a screen built into that wall. A new bar reminiscent of Japan. Hostess has host clubs where patrons can come and buy drinks and enjoy the company of said women or men. Although the company has compared them to more coffee con cafes. And the video I just reacted to the other not that long ago. VTubers, broadly speaking, are streamers who are virtual models to represent themselves. In recent years, the models have grown increasingly expensive, complex, and expressive. It should say expensive too, I don't know why. Just my opinion, let's continue on. Allowing for more immersive fan art interactions. Companies such as Hololive have taken things a step further and using virtual VTubing technology to allow the streamers to be, quote, virtual idols to compete with the full body tracking choreography or karaoke, one of them, and voice training in order to, quote, perform the concerts. These new VTuber bars are opening in Osaka and Tokyo to take things even further, giving the patrons more intimate experiences with VTubers, while the technology will allow fans to have closer contacts with the virtual VTuber idols. Some have been critical about how the VTuber and idol culture in general may encourage parasocial relationships. That was thrown out the window years ago, especially 2010 or early 2011 when Hatsune Miku, the first hologram, way before the term VTuber interacted, that already made a lot of Asian freaking, no offense to Asian people. I know some are very vulnerable ass motherfuckers. Some of them are sadly, it's in every race in this dude. You got strong men, you got weak, frail fucking men, regardless. Not trying to be a red pill channel or blue pill channel, but yeah. A lot of them over there are Japanese men. Sadly, a lot of them look sadly, no offense to everyone, not trying to generalize, I'm not being racist. Some are weak, pathetic motherfuckers. It's sad. It's just how the culture is, I guess. Because some of the men, they just take the abuse, the mental and spiritual, emotional abuse from their women all the fucking time, which is really sad. But I guess that's just how that culture is. I don't know, compared to the United States of America culture, but that's already declining real bad with Gen Zers and half of my generation too, the millennials. But whole other off-topic thing there for another day. Save for another day. It says this niche culture, yada yada, is in the column. We regularly cover anime, geek culture, and things. The video games, please leave your feedback. Let us know something you want to cover. I thought there was more than that. I feel like there were 7 or 8 of those. I blasted through this freaking... I speed ran this freaking news story article. Yeah, thoughts, using many speculations early then. Why the hell not? Yeah, for real now, thoughts and opinions and my own speculations that this is going to affect 3 things. There's more predictions, if anything. Thoughts using predictions. I'm praying, fingers freaking crossed, I'm wrong about these predictions. I'm not a psychic. I'm not a person with a golden freaking like with a crystal ball orb and I could just fucking tell the future. I see this, I see that. I don't do tarot reading or Ouija board, New Age theology, mythology bullshit. I don't F around with that crap because I did have a background in Christianity. I don't mess around with any of those outer esoteric, spiritualistic sort of things. I don't. This is just having a normalized, normie sheep pigeon guess. Cog in a machine, bland guess of the future. Estimating. Try to do an educational, reasonable, normie guess. But I will say this. This is probably going to affect the living shit. Absolute mierda freaking crap. Out of freaking, a lot of, like, physical Japanese maid cafes. It's going to affect them big time. It's really going to affect a lot of karaoke girls. The ones that do the maid cafe things. And then the ones that do the other ones. The ones that are, like, the anime cosplay, waifu Akihabara places. It's gonna affect those girls a lot. It's gonna affect a lot of the idol culture with the physical idol girls that dress up like schoolgirls and shit. It's gonna be a billion times harder for them to compete in that type of thing, in that scenario. I don't know. I could just keep saying it right there. It's probably gonna end up losing their jobs by the time it's 2030. They're probably not gonna have no job to like, like sing to their male audience. They won't have the touch or the feel or any of that physically. And it's just scary. No offense to anyone that lives in Taiwan or Thailand, one of those two. But I remember watching the Hangover 3 movie. I know it's just a fake movie in 2011, 2012. It was a physical, real life people in it. But I remember how Bradley Cooper and then the other one, Zach Galifianakis, and then the other Asian, Ken Jeong. It made fun of a lot of Taiwanese stereotypes in that movie. Bangkok, Thailand, I think. And half of the men over the ones that look like beautiful, sexually, beautifully gorgeous, hot ass, attractive, hot looking, easy on the eyes women, half of them were men. So I don't be surprised half of the ones in Akihabara, and they're not even real, actual, pure Japanese or Korean or Chinese, any of the Asian ethnicities or women out there that are singing to you. And speaking of which, and that's not going to just affect that, but it might affect other places. Like, probably not places like the One Piece thing. I know that's not there anymore, but like the physical attraction places, like the love things. It might put them out of business, or just scary as hell, because that's the last physical contact that Japanese Asian men, and of course other ones, they call them like something bros, not crypto bros, but I think they call them like abroad tourist bros or foreign bros. And then like these are just dudes like they kind of look like me a little bit, besides the overweight huskiness, loserness sort of appeal. I'm not calling myself a fucking loser, but some of them they probably see themselves like that. The hardcore otakus and ikikomoris, those motherfuckers are like literal turtle hermits. Unfortunately, what's it called? Yeah, some of them, the ones that try to get really, really hot Asian women and all that stuff like that, like, oh, because I like the exotic beauty. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'm kind of guilty of that too, a little bit. I'm trying to like, not trying to throw my own self in the bus, so throw shit. Not trying to shovel shit on my freaking personality or any of there, but I will say this, man. It's a damn shame, bro. It really is. The way that dude was talking, he sounded like a straight up simp cuck. And like I said it before, I said it again earlier in the video, I'm not trying to be a red pill channel, I'm not trying to be a men's inspiration channel. You gotta treat them like shit, like Tristan and Andrew Tate were doing last year and all that. I heard some other news on that. I ain't feel like talking about it though, because I'm kind of getting sick and tired about the Tate, talking about the Tate bros, unless something calls about their court due trial thing. I'll talk about them again. Other than that, they're pretty much, it's for me personally, irrelevant. But getting back to this matter I hand with the virtual VTuber chicks taking over everything. I mean, just look at it. It's a freaking insane. Let's see if I can play it again. I mean, bro, you're really gonna have this shit for the rest of your fucking life like that? Are you kidding me, bro? It's kind of sad, honestly, because I remember last year, I think, shout out to the other dude, he does a lot more anime. Him, besides Revi says Desu and Kyo, those two, they do a shit ton of anime, virtual VTuber drama news, way more than I do. So it's not really virtual VTuber drama, it's more just like technology news in general. That focuses around anime, weeb culture in a way. And shout out to another one, like, this not even just gonna affect, oh yeah, shout out to another one besides the real big time ones like Bao, and the other one, this other one, Akuma Numi. I just watched a video, it's 4 days old. I watched like an hour and a half of it. It's really good shit. But before I get to that, I'll do a mini review on a real fast forward into this. I will say this. It's going to affect a lot of probably the restaurant industry too, and a lot of bartending industries that are out there. Because I remember a couple of years way back, there was a dude I used to follow all the fucking time. I know his name, and I'm just going to say it. Because he fell far from grace from me, man. He's like 41 or 42 now, but he became a fucking goddamn loser. Nowadays, I think he just does WWE and a lot of WrestleMania reviews. That shit's not worth my time, so I unsubbed him like 2 years ago. Real sad, because I used to look up to him like a big brother. He was my main influence, him and two other people. The other two, I'll still say their names, Caffeine Jedi and Joey, not Joey B. Tunes, another Joey guy out there. And Misanthropic one, they really gave me inspiration to be an old school YouTuber. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be doing what I am now, communicating and talking with you guys. It's actually a lot with the hands. I swear I'm not trying to be Italian. But seriously, though, it might affect the restaurant industry business. On the pandemic scandemic happened in 2020, these things started burning up like hotcakes, big time. The virtual VTuber Hololive Japanese girls, or not just Japanese, they're probably a bunch of European white girls too. Like I remember the first five: Millie Watson, Takanashi Hara, Morikualapi, the Inoue Yagasa, the one that's like that tentacle looking monster chick. And then the other one, Gurishart, the one that her and Mori ended up blowing up the most in fame and popularity. They blew up the highest in fame and fortune and popularity. Those three. Yeah, these two probably not as much. Those things were big. And if another scandemic, pandemic, shutdown, fake bullshit, lockdown of the world happens again, which I wouldn't be surprised because, not to get into the whole tinfoil hat conspiracy theory shit, there's a crap ton of things happening out there in the world, especially here in the United States. Thank God half of this shit's up down, but with that whole political thing with the Middle East and the small hat people, the Star of David people, the Yiddish people, I could probably say that. Hopefully YouTube doesn't take down this video because I'm not trying to have no hate speech with that. I swear to God I'm not. Get my drink on real quick. There's some stuff that looks like some end of the world Armageddon shit's about to pop off. Shout out to this other dude on besides my daughter Jacob, small hat, Israelite, Jacob Israelite, and then another dude MarfugalTube. He was talking to the other dude. I only found him a week ago. MarfugalTube. He was on the money with this shit, man. Like the way the TikTok algorithm was, he's got people on high connections, bro. So shout out to MarfugalTube. He gets way more deep in that rabbit hole with CERN and all that shit. Like my boy KJ and Richie from Massachusetts. This other dude does too. Fisher of Men. Real good stuff. I'm not going to get into that though. I'll see if I remember to leave the link down below to their videos and their BitChute and Rumbles. Anyway. Excuse me. Like I said before, I'll say it again. I watched this whole like hour and a half video of Akuma Numi, the one that's always famous with the other indie big time VTubers. Like you've heard them before, like Shy Lily, Bao the Whale, Yuza, another one I think Vienna. I don't know all of them. I think she connected a few times with Trikubi and Cinder too. I don't know, but they were pretty kick-ass. She did this whole hour and a half thing video of her being in Japan. It was really crazy. I don't know if she's part of that whole LGBTQIA plus community. No offense to them. I'm not trying to be hateful or spiteful or bigoted to them. There was a few scenes where her and Yuza, the one that's Japanese, I've seen her face in real life a few times, but they're very, very pretty, beautiful, attractive chicks. And this is the funny thing. Not even all the Hololive VTuber, not Hololive, but just virtual VTuber anime looking chicks. I think some of them, they're not even using a virtual VTuber persona icon avatar. This is the biggest trend I've seen for almost 4 years. I've been 4.5 years. I'm following VTubers here and there on my off time if I'm not working IRL. I noticed some of them IRL, they're extremely super pretty, beautiful, attractive, gorgeous ass women IRL. And that's not me trying to be a creeper or stalker, because I know a lot of them are very, very young. They're like 19 to 25, 30 years old at the oldest. I think the oldest I've seen is 33, 35. Real close to my age, because I'm in my mid-30s. But yeah, some of them are very, very pretty attractive, very, very extremely pleasantly beautiful women to look at. But I think, I don't know if it's because they have self-confidence, they think that they're ugly on the inside, because outside they're very extremely chef's kiss, like OnlyFans, OF models looking gorgeous hot women, and they think maybe in the inside they're ugly. They're crazy to believe that they're physically ugly on the outside, because on the outside they're not. I don't know, maybe because they're young and they're naive and they're kind of stupid half the time. Not like physically, maybe emotionally, spiritually they're smart, but I think intellectually they lacked a little bit of certain stuff. But that chick knew me. My God, I forgot how buff she is, bro. The only other chick I've seen that's a real toner or body IRL physically was this other one named Ellie, this mafia boss, crime boss VTuber chick, and then another one, Buff Pup. Those are the only two other females, and they're like white Caucasian girls. No offense to anyone that's there, but they got real tone ass bodies. So I don't know how in their mind. Maybe it's like I can't say it's a mental disorder or not, because I'm not a psychiatrist or therapist. Maybe it's something wrong in their brain because they're, like I said before, I'll say it again, third time. I'm sounding like a broken record now. I'm rambling. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because I think they're on the inside they're ugly, but the outside they're extremely beautiful, attractive, hot women. And Buff Puff, she's kind of mid tier. No offense to anyone who's Buff Puff fans. Ellie, I just saw her face IRL physically for the first time. I don't know if I should post the link down below on her Twitter X profile. My God, if that's her in real life, dude, she almost looks like a mix between the early, mid, late 2010s when, if any of you guys remember Divergent and the Hunger Games, Jennifer Lawrence, and the other one, Shailene Woodley. She looks like Shailene Woodley, but and I had such big ass heart on, beautiful parasocial relationship crush. This is bad. I know it's bad, but she's even prettier than Taylor Swift. I'll say it right now. Her and Jennifer Lawrence, I had a huge ass crush when I was still going to college and I was still at my own hotel casino job. Dude, I used to simp to so much fake, you know what? I can't say it here on YouTube. Just say not safe for work fan art of those two, especially Shailene Woodley. So when I saw that chick, the crime mafia boss chick, Ellie in real life, her face, if that's really is her real face, because it's her official Twitter X profile, so it's got to be her, unless somebody hacked into it. She's extremely beautiful in real life. And I forgot Numi, she has really like, she's 4, 8, 12 pack freaking things on her freaking chest, on her stomach. She's toned as fuck. And she still looks super pretty as hell, but I think she might be LGBTQI plus community, maybe. It was in the first 15, 20 minutes, her and Yuza the Moth. If any people don't know who they are, I'll see if I remember to leave links to all these VTuber chicks. I probably won't, but Google them, they're out there. Or go on TikTok. Oh, she's toned as fuck. And they were playing with around with each other. They were rubbing each other's hands and feet, and they were rubbing each other's thighs and legs. And it looks like they were sexually like getting really, really turned on and horny for each other. I don't know if that's how Japanese Asian women are, because I know they're Asian American, but they were getting really super touchy-feely with each other. Like, dang, I didn't know Yuza and Numi were that deep in a relationship like that. I don't know if they are. I'm not trying to make assumptions, but I'll leave the link down below. It's almost an hour and a half long. Actually, no, it's 50 minutes. It's 1 hour long. I don't know why I kept stammering. Let's get into one super quick pop culture news. Okay, so I was kind of debating on doing a reaction to this, but I'm not going to. I kind of wanted to, but it's knowing it has Beyonce Knowles in it, and it's from Disney. I know for a fact how Disney is. They're kind of like how Netflix is. They will give copyright claims or copyright strikes to do anyone does reactions to their movies. So Mufasa the Lion King Disney director reveals first prequel trailer. I said Tuelo. I don't know why I said it like that. I swear to God, I don't have a speech impediment. Blue Ivy Carter joins the voice cast. It's from Hannah Abraham and Andreas Wiseman, and this is the one. Holy shit! And this isn't it. I think you saw it already. Yeah, right here. I saw the thing myself anyway, so I wouldn't be able to do a reaction regardless because it would have been fake because I saw it twice already. It's looking like super fake. It's massive fake CGI bullshit. It's just unbelievable. I don't know if Seth Rogen's coming back, but I said Beyonce's coming back, and then the other one I don't know if James Earl Jones is coming back because that's when he was an older Mufasa, not younger Mufasa. So maybe the one that did younger Simba and the Simba character, maybe he's gonna play young Mufasa. And then they'll probably get 1 or 2 lines from James Earl Jones, the one that did Darth Vader's voice. That would be badass. I will watch it in theaters for that. But if they're just going to have Beyonce there a lot more as Nala, I swear to God, not trying to be an R-word or a bigot or try to offend the high queen of Beyonce fans out there. That bitch is overrated as hell, man. I'm sorry. Maybe when I was in middle school, high school, I know I used to love listening to shit out of her songs. But once I got into college, it was a phase. I outgrew her fucking music. And now she's doing like freaking country southern, like sort of like western music, which is pretty wild. I give kudos to her on that. You know, the chick's like a billionaire. This one broke my heart a little bit too, because next month it's gonna be, damn, it's almost 5 years or 5.5 years since this dude, my dude, Desmond Amofa Etika, unfortunately passed away. And next month, because it's gonna be June, so I might do a video on that. So shout out to him, because I think Mudahar, some Ordinary Gamers, did a tweet. They're like, oh man, it's been this many years since my dude Desmond's been dead. Which is sad, because I miss the hell out of the dude too. I think about the guy almost every day. It's crazy, you know? I just hope he made it to pearly gates of heaven. That's all guys here for now. I'm out of here. This type of technology is nothing new. I heard about it even locally out here in Vegas in 2020 and 2021. The whole pandemic, global lockdowns of the virus, sickness, disease was happening. Over here, it used to be called McCarran Airport, but the main local airport out here in Vegas, which is called, I think, Harry Reid International Airport. I'm trying to dox myself because it's way out there now in the city area. I'm way out here almost in the mountains, thank God. There was a hologram chick of a lady that had like that same VTuber chick technology, but it looks so fake and cheesy, man. It reminded me of that 1999, 2000 old Disney movie, Smart House. Google it if you want. That's it. No outro today. Peace out. Talk to you guys soon. Stay safe. Goodbye. Catch you in the next future video content whenever I do video vlogs. I'm out. Later.